First of all, a heartily greetings to everyone listening to this video. Myself, Khushnoor Randhawa, a young law student interning at ubAdvocate. So my topic for this video are the grounds for divorce. The grounds for divorce are actually written in the article number 13 of the Divorce under Hindu Marriage Act 1955. The Hindu Marriage Act Article 13 says that after the commencement of this act, either the husband or the wife can demand for divorce under this section, but there are certain grounds on which they will demand their divorce. The filing of petition is one thing, but then actually granting of judgment for the divorce is other. And there are certain grounds on which you can ask for your divorce. We will be discussing the grounds in this video. Let us start with the first one, that is the voluntary sexual intercourse. This says that if one of the spouses has had a sexual intercourse with someone else after marriage, then the other spouse can file a petition for divorce and will be given so. For further information on this, you can refer the case of Sachindranath Chatterjee versus Srimati Nilima Chatterjee. The other ground is cruelty. It says that if one of the spouses has done any kind of cruelty on the other can demand for a divorce. Now, what do we understand by cruelty? Cruelty in this can be both. It can be either physical, but at the same time it can also be mental. Mental cruelty is doing some kind of torture, not only through physical actions, but through not physical actions, but through saying of some words. There has been recent judgment which support this claim where there has been mental cruelty. For more information, you can refer to the case of Balram Prajapati versus Sushila Bai. Now, the other case is desertion. Desertion, what do you mean by desertion is if one of the partner in a period of time without notifying their partner has left them and not tried to reach them at all, the spouse can demand for divorce. Now, you can take an example. Let's take an example. If A's husband B has abandoned his wife for 3 years continuously and not yet returned home, his wife can ask the court to give her a divorce and she will be granted. For more information, you can refer to the case of Bipin Chandra Jai Singh Shah versus Prabhavan. Ceased to be Hindu, another ground. If you have married under Hindu Marriage Act and your husband or wife has ceased to be Hindu, if they have changed their religion to any other religion, it is a valid ground for divorce. You can directly go to court and a divorce will be granted. You can refer to the case of Suresh Babu versus Leela, in which Suresh Babu changed his religion to Muslim and married another woman, and subsequently Leela was given a divorce. Insanity, another section which says if one of the spouses have reached a stage of insanity which cannot be cured and they have been suffering continuously or temporarily in either case, and the extent is to which they cannot be cured, the petitioner can file for a divorce and they will be granted. Now, you can also refer to the case of Vinita Saxena versus Pankaj Pandit for this. Venereal diseases. It says that if one of the spouses is contagious and suffers from a life-threatening sexual disease which can be transmitted, the other party can file for divorce. You can refer to the case of Sivarajya Lakshmi versus G.G. Padma Rao. Now, renunciation of the world. What this means is if one of the spouses has renounced the world, has renounced his worldly duties, and after marriage has abandoned the world, so he's left the other party, then they can demand for divorce. For example, after getting married, A, who thought he shouldn't be a man as in family, abandoned the world and become a sannyasi. Now his wife B can file for a divorce petition and she will be granted. You can refer to the case of Seetal Das versus Santram for this. Missing for more than 7 years. If a person has been found to be missing for a period longer than 7 years, you can directly go to court to file a divorce and you will be granted.